Day 2. We're going to now glue in the magnifying glass with a glue gun into the inside of the box. So here we go. Now we're going to make the box pretty, just like this, and then stick it on top of the other one to make a cup holder. The final product will look a little bit like this. So now we're going to make 2 holes as cup holders, like this and this. And so let's make the first circle with a Sharpie. And we'll make it a little bit larger, but it'll be roughly about that size. And go like this. Perfect. So we're just gonna puncture a hole. Perfect. And then cut these circles out using scissors. And here you can see that we put tape around the outside to keep our theme consistent of the lens you see here. We put the duct tape around the cup holders. So next we're going to glue the bottom of this cracker box slash our drink holders to the top of our box, so that we have somewhere to put our drinks while we're watching our fantastic movies. So now that we see our box is nice and glued on, the only problem that we had doing this was that the glue was a little bit too hot to handle, and now I have some burned fingers. But it looks good, so it was worth it. For the next part, we're gonna have to make speakers. We're gonna make them out of 2 coffee cups and a pair of headphones to amplify the sound for our movie night. Coffee break. First, we're going to take the bottom of the cup and poke a hole in each of them. Now that the headphones are in place, we're going to tape them and glue them at the back of it to keep them from turning around and staying in place so that they can be the best amplified sound. So instead of using actual speakers, we're going to use our cups. And here we have, instead of using cups, we've decided to use soundproof headphones so that you can rock out to your own beats and watch your movie and no one else can hear you, and it's super loud inside. One of the problems that we ran into is that the cups are a little bit not as clear of a sound, so we put a piece of paper inside, and this actually made the sound a lot more clearer. We are also going to attach a headband through these little holes we've created in the sides in order to secure it to someone's head. We are now taping and putting some paper over the outside to fit in with the concept of this one. And we're going to put tape around the edges so that it is comfortable for the person that wears them. To give it a more smooth edge, we made little incisions in the tape so that we can fold it in more roundly. Now your old headphones can be amplified, surround sound, and very loud, all in one. Because this pair of headphones has a little button here, you can also pause your movie. The next step is poking a hole through the bottom with scissors so that we can put the headphones through and keep the projector dark enough so that it will show through. So here's our testing. So here you can see the image. Our first mistake is that we forgot to put the phone upside down. So in our first test, we realized that we need the brightness on our phones to be fully up. On our second test, we realized that the phone needs to be upside down, and now we're going to test how far away it can be and still work. So I'm going to call this test the long distance relationship and see how long it can go and still be successful. So let's start her up. I'll just walk around with it. You can see it from here.
Yep.
It's not very clear though. I guess here is probably good. So from our findings, we've decided that long distance relationships don't really work. We gotta be a meter apart at all times. So in total, this only took us $3 to make. The magnifying glass you see here only cost $2. This box was free because it came with shoes. This was free because it came with crackers. The tape was $1, and the headphones were old ones that we actually had, and the headphone was an old one that we had. The cups were free, and so overall it was a very, very low price. We're glad to hear it. So the one thing that we really want to concentrate on is consistency. So we went with a theme of black and blue. So you can see in here the blue paper. Every circle or shape like a cutout hole has black. The sides of the box are black. The magnifying glass hole is even black. The box itself is black on two sides, blue on two sides. And the headphones, the headband is black. The headphone string is black. The paper blue again, and then the openings are both black again. So I think this is a really effective theme. It makes it look a lot nicer, the fact that it all works out together. Yeah. So we were thinking about how we could have room for improvement, and we decided on two things that would make it majorly different. The first one is how small the projector is. The magnifying glass itself is. We could have made the box and magnifying glass a lot bigger and also used a laptop. By doing that, you could have had a bigger image, and you probably could have projected it onto the ceiling directly, which would have been a very cool idea. Also with the headphones are a cheap pair that I had before, so if someone had like a very good pair already, that would probably be ideal, because these ones I'm pretty sure I got them free on an airplane. So yeah, I think those are the two biggest things for sure. One thing that we really thought about was how this can be transportable so that you can enjoy it in other places. And so the headphones fit perfectly in here if you just place the top on, and it's the perfect size. It can fit in a backpack, so you can just watch a movie wherever you go.